The past decade in India has seen such a magnificent change, especially the second generation of the wealthy. Many of them have moved away from the businesses and set up a lot of startup companies and pretty much done a lot of things on their own. At the same time, they come back for funding and they come back for a lot of advice from the first generation who are the wealthy. So we need to address the concept of financial planning, the concept of money management in a very different way for the second generation. I think the most important change has been that conversations about money has become more important now with the second generation and the third generation, if there is, of the wealthy, because earlier it was considered a taboo where people never spoke about money. Especially the wealthy do not speak about money to their families, and that is why we have a saying that wealth gets lost in 3 generations. So until the parents and the second generation teaches all of them about money, who else will do this? So we as advisors have a great responsibility to handling wealth of HNIs across generations, since it's critical for its preservation and sustenance. One of the most powerful statements by Warren Buffett, who is known for his multiple proverbs, that really changed the way I saw my business, was that Manhattan is a place where people drive in their Rolls Royces to take advice from people who come in the metro. Manhattan is a place where people ride in their Rolls Royces to take advice from people who come in the metro. And this phenomena is actually a worldwide phenomena. We financial advisors, to a large extent, are not as wealthy as our HNI clients. So why should a wealthy client take advice from somebody who's not as wealthy as them? We have not taught them how to make money. We don't even know how hard they have worked for that money. But they come and take advice from somebody like us who is not as wealthy as them. So what is it that a financial advisor must have in him or her that makes this kind of a wealthy individual who has such a vast depth of experience of life come and take advice from somebody like us? So I keep checking myself on that element to say, why will somebody come to me like that? And accordingly, I try to grow myself minute by minute to provide this amazing service to somebody who's much more experienced than me, possibly more knowledgeable than me, and definitely more wealthier than me. And I think that is what all of us financial advisors must focus on as a great gift that we have, as an honor that we have from these wealthy clients. We are a registered investment advisor under the corporate banner, and therefore we have separate divisions that not only provide the distribution services, and we also have separate divisions that take care of advisory services. We are totally adherent to all the SEBI requirements of an RIA, and as and when SEBI changes the requirements, we work towards that to ensure that we are not only offering the advisory services but also the distribution services, because that is what a HNI requires. He just doesn't want our advice. He also wants us to execute and implement. So as per the requirements of SEBI, we take care of the necessary corporate structures to ensure that we're able to provide both the services to our clients.